light walk-through practice. We'll have a full practice this afternoon, and it'll be good. It's moved up, which will give them longer for game 3, and also hopefully get us in the heat some as well for a hot practice. Still pretty banged up with little things across the board. And then Demetrius Wright and Jesse Scroggins, after their 14-day period, have to go home. The NCAA sends them home until they're deemed final qualifiers through clearinghouse. So hopefully that will be resolved very quickly, and we'll be able to get them back. 2 guys that we felt were doing extremely well for us. Hopefully that gets resolved very soon.
There's still some issues with them in terms of NCAA stuff or SC stuff?
No. Clearinghouse, NCAA. We always have a number of kids, and the process helps us when they're cleared in time. And so the way they make the rules, you have 14 days that they're here while they're still under review to be deemed final qualifiers. We had a couple kids that were just cleared in the last 3 days that were here already. So sometimes it takes a little bit longer. It's out of our control. We can't speed the process up. It's all through clearing and NCAA and clearinghouse.
So in other words, there were some guys who were in that same 14-day situation. They just happened to get cleared before the 14 days expired?
Yeah, I think the assumption that people just assume everybody's, when you sign them, that they, and then they graduate high school, they're either cleared or they're not. They go through a process of all their stuff being in, and then it goes under a review, and sometimes things are red flagged. So sometimes the process is very quick, sometimes it takes a while. So, like I said, we had a couple guys that were just cleared over this last, 3 days. And these guys weren't done in time, and they can be cleared at any moment. They can be out here by this afternoon.
Is there any update on Soma?
No, except for he actually has to take some extra classes, or he has to take some things that may, either classes or test, and so he could actually be pushed all the way to the spring.
What do you hope and expect from Alan Bradford this week?
Consistency. Alan has made a number of big plays since he's been here, including last year, some big runs, and his average per carry was up there. We're looking for consistency and ball security. He's fumbled a couple times in practice here. We don't want to look for the big run all the time. We don't want negative 2-yard runs and then have a big yard run. We want consistency, so he's improved that so far. We need to keep developing.
But spring, a lot of the talk was about how well the defensive tackles were playing and how improved they were, and we haven't talked about them much. How have they been doing? How is that group as a whole?
Well, since then, since the spring we lost Christian, so that was a blow inside there. It'd be great to have him back next year. Dejon Harris has been a really bright spot for us. Has to develop his entire game, but has been dominant at times. Getting off the ball and really moving our centers and guards backwards. So really excited about him. We've talked before about new staffs coming in places, and a lot of times some guys benefit from that just from a fresh start. He hadn't really done much here, and had not been very productive and not necessarily accountable from the stories that I heard. He's been great since we've been here, and so I think it's been a fresh start for him, and he's taking advantage of that.